Hey everyone, 2020 is finally over. And with that, I would like to wish you all a very happy new year, and I sincerely hope you guys all have the best 2021 you all possibly can. Now, something else that seems surreal is the fact that the 1,000th chapter of One Piece is finally out. It seems so crazy. I feel like I've been waiting for this for so long. It's a great moment. It's a great historic moment in the series, and I can't believe it's finally happening. Congratulations, Oda. You've managed to write a series for 1,000 chapters that it's still consistently high quality, and that's so impressive on its own. But in this video, I would also like to talk about what I liked and disliked about the chapter, and my thoughts about Wano and One Piece currently in general. So first, I just want to say one thing I am slightly, and this is the only thing I dislike about this chapter, but it is so slight and weird and specific to me, so I can understand if some of you won't really empathize with me on this. That's totally okay. Honestly, this doesn't even make the chapter worse for me. It's just something I personally don't like. It's not even that whatever. Now, something I really like in manga are double page spreads. These are exactly what they sound like. Two pages combined into one to make one single, very wide, awesome spread. These are fairly common. Sometimes there are panels in the spread to break it up, and that's okay too. But I really like full spreads, and I'm sure you do too if you read manga. You would think that there would be one of these in the 1,000th chapter of One Piece, and there kinda is if you consider the color spread or the other spreads that have panels in them, but no, there really isn't. This marks 200 whole chapters since we've had the last full double page spread. And yes, I've made sure of this several times, so don't tell me otherwise. The last one being in chapter 800 when the Straw Hat Grand Fleet was formed. I think that if the spread of all the emperors and the supernovas facing off in this chapter was a whole double page spread, it would have been way cooler and also would have had a way greater impact on the reader. But again, this is just me. If you don't agree with me, that's cool. It's a very nitpicky thing to complain about anyway, isn't it? And it's not like that spread of the supernovas is bad at all either. Believe me, we've had way worse. But no, that spread was pretty good. Oh well, that's really the only negative thing I have to say about this chapter, and in this video in general. This chapter is great, and we all know it. I mean, come on. The extended Ace flashback, which I believe was paced so perfectly. Marco flinging Zoro up to the roof, Luffy doing to the Yonko what Goku did back to Nappa in the original Dragon Ball Z. I mean, all perfect. And of course, that final spread, yes, I know I complain about the spreads, but that final spread with Luffy doing the new Red Rock attack, oh my god. This chapter really had no misses, and it's very clear to say. But a lot of people were left disappointed by this chapter, and it's not really hard to see why. It literally is the 1,000th chapter of the series. Now, the previous chapter, and 996 a little, led many to believe we would get a reveal regarding the Will of D. This is because what Law said near the Poneglyph, what Yamato said about Luffy having the D in his name. But to these people, I just want to say, what are you thinking? The Will of D is such a gigantic and otherworldly mystery in One Piece world. One that is tied with the world's history, its characters, and with the final island, Laugh Tale. I mean, Luffy's name he's literally the main character, Monkey D. Luffy. There was no way we were getting anything like such an important reveal like that. There was no way we were getting anything like it today. I just couldn't see it. Now, this is the same thing with Kaido's mythical devil fruit. Last chapter, Big Mom said the base name of the fruit, the mythical model of the fish fruit, as we all know and have reacted to in appropriate ways. But that's it. No elaboration on what the fruit is beyond just like the mythical model. That's it. No like specific model name like the dog fruit model, Chihuahua or something. I don't know. You guys know. But I didn't really think we would get more info on that this chapter because, well, Oda never really introduces a new idea or mystery just to solve it like the next chapter. I mean, think. Sanji's family, why Nami betrayed the crew back in Arlong Park, the existence of Skypiea, etc. The list goes on. Oda will always let mysteries sit with the reader before he just decides to completely solve them, give new information about them, etc. So yeah, there's no reason to think that we were going to get the full examination or explanation on Kaido's devil fruit this chapter either. So I hope nobody's too disappointed by that. But another thing I would like to talk about are the 9 red scabbards. Now, at first, I was a little upset that they were still alive after seemingly being slaughtered by Kaido in the past few chapters, but I'm glad I waited to discuss this chapter instead of just talking about it a week ago when the scans dropped. See, I had some time to calm down and to think, and after thinking, I'm glad that I'm glad that the scabbards aren't dead yet. This to me feels very different from Oda just being afraid to kill characters in the past, like he may or may not have done. But no, I'm glad this is happening because this means either the scabbards will go out in a scene, maybe, I don't know, peaceful, that'll probably be near the end of the battle, or Wano in general, or they'll still help in the battle later. The latter option seems very much less likely though, because, I don't know, Kaido kind of fucked the scabbards up a little bit. Like in, I don't know, 996, 995. We didn't even see them in 997, and everyone just kind of assumed they're dead. But yeah, I just want to see what happens with them. They'll probably die. I don't think the scabbards I do not think they are making out alive of Wano country at all. This is it. I would be upset if some of them didn't die though. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. And lastly, I just want to say that I also have no idea when Act 3 of Wano is going to end. It could be next chapter or in the next 20 chapters for all I know. But personally, I hope it ends soon. Maybe something like someone will arrive in the fight, in the main climactic fight early on to kind of halt it and make it a very dramatic stop, like a natural stopping point for Act 3. Who knows? I don't know. I'm sure you don't really know, but that's a good thing. You can't tell me One Piece isn't at its best when it's the most unpredictable. I mean, that just seems like a fact. Come on. Whatever. I don't need to explain that. You guys know One Piece. I don't have to explain that. Overall, this was clearly a very good chapter. One that doesn't really need much explaining, actually. While it didn't have the crazy reveal that some were hoping for and expecting, it still delivered well on the setup it had. I mean, guys, come on. Luffy literally punched Kaido so hard that it almost looked like his teeth broke. You guys see how Kaido reacted to that? It didn't even look like Oda drew that. It didn't even look like an Oda panel. It looked like a One Punch Man panel. Chapter 1000 was definitely one to remember. And I really can't wait to see what else Oda is going to throw at us in the Wano Country arc. That's it for today. I'm Brandino, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye, everyone.